And secondly, everyone who has come in, if you can mention, if you have a district officer role, current or coming, please mention it. And if possible, also mention your club association. That is for the benefit of our international president-elect, so that she has a good idea of the kind of audience that we have. And so first of all, everyone, welcome to this absolutely amazing event, which has a few surprises in store for all of you. I am thoroughly grateful for everyone, all the artists who have registered for this event, and I hope you get the chance to express yourself in the manner that you want to express yourself, because that is the whole point of this event. Sometimes we have to suppress our artistic tendencies due to the rigid requirements of the Toastmasters curriculum. But guess what? Nothing in Toastmasters stops us from expressing ourselves artistically. And this is where the two worlds should meet. And this is the whole point of the second round of Exhibit 122. There's no reason that we cannot be more artistic. There's no reason we cannot express ourselves better in our speeches, in our discourse. So today, the program will proceed like this. There are already registered participants who have registered their interest, and there are about 15 of them. And they've already specified to us that how long their act will be. We have super politely asked everyone to limit themselves to maximum 10 minutes. So the good news is that most of the participants are below that limit. And as communicated to the participants already, they will be shown the timing signals by myself according to their designated times. Now, that is one thing, but all of you do not know one more thing, and that is going to be a knockout. You all knew that DTM Margaret Page is going to speak today, right? And first of all, I'll request and urge everyone, if you can turn on your cameras, because we need to have the sense of participation. There's absolutely, yeah, that's more like it. I mean, where were you guys hiding? Don't you want to show your beautiful faces to the international president-elect? Okay.
Hi.
So.
Hi, Margaret. Great to have you.
Okay. So I've already detailed how the event will proceed. But what I haven't told you is that DTM Margaret Page will speak today, and complying with the spirit of what I've always been telling you. Don't ever let any speaking opportunity go to waste. DTM Margaret Page will be actually presenting a Pathways project. And the fun does not stop here, because she will be receiving an evaluation from yours truly. So it is several birds in one stone. And I told DTM Margaret that, someday I will tell my grandchildren that I evaluated the international president-elect of Toastmasters International. But perhaps by then, I don't know what will have happened, because my grandchildren have to be born yet. There's a decade or so in the future at least. And, they will just dismiss my tale as perhaps we dismissed our grandparents' tales as ramblings of old people. So who knows? Maybe that future is awaiting us, but perhaps this whole thing, the media and the recording, will change things for the future generation. Just think about it. All the movies and the music and the art and the literature from the past 7 or 8 decades is right at our fingertips. That has never happened in human history before. Think about it. So today there's a generation which can appreciate Shakespeare, which can appreciate J.K. Rowling, which can appreciate the Beatles, and sadly, which can also appreciate Taylor Swift. So this is for the posterity, and all the artists today, this is your one chance to make a mark. And I hope it is taken in the true spirit of the occasion. So without further ado, I will now invite our International President-elect, DTM Margaret Page. Margaret Page joined Toastmasters in 2003 after relocating to the Sunshine Coast. Margaret had the privilege of serving as British Columbia's Toastmaster International District Governor 2012-2013. Under Margaret's leadership, District 21 grew to 302 clubs and achieved distinguished status. Thrilled members joined Margaret to the award stage at the International Convention in Cincinnati. Margaret now proudly serves as Toastmasters International President-elect. She believes in the power of Toastmasters to help people find their voice, get their dream job, and build inner confidence. Toastmasters transforms people and they have richer lives and build better organizations and communities as a result. Margaret resides in Delta, British Columbia, Canada, near her three grandsons that she adores. Please join me in welcoming distinguished Toastmaster and Toastmasters International President-elect, Margaret Page.
Thank you, District Director-elect. Good evening, district leaders, past District Director Samir, lovely to see you, members of Territorial Council 122. Keith Haring, who is an American pop artist, said this about art. Art should liberate the soul, provoke the imagination, and encourage people to go further. So in my 5 to 7 minutes that I have with you, I am going to share 3 of my favorite, what I consider pieces of art. My first actually came about through my first Toastmasters club that I was a member of. Now it resided on a peninsula and was what we called far from the mainland. There was no highway there. The only route of travel was by ferry. And so the population was 20,000. And it was a smaller club, and we didn't put on airs like in the big city. No one had earned a distinguished Toastmaster designation for 10 years. In fact, we talked about not mentioning designation. It was about putting on airs. But after 5 years of being in my club, I could tell that I was almost there. So I had delivered a speechcraft in September and October, and during the months of April, May, and June, I did my last speeches towards my distinguished Toastmaster. No one in the club knew, but when I asked the VP of Education to sign off on my award and send it into world headquarters, it came to light that I had earned my distinguished Toastmaster. We didn't really understand what that meant, but one day I came home, and on the door, the steps of my home, there was a parcel from Toastmaster International. I wondered what it could be because I hadn't ordered any educational material for a while. And so I brought the parcel in and opened it up. And when I did, I received this item to my surprise. And it read, "Distinguished Toastmaster, recognition is given to Margaret A. Page by Toastmasters International for outstanding accomplishments and leadership excellence in the pursuit of the mission of Toastmasters International, given June 2009. As I sat there on the chair reading the words, the tears began to trickle down my cheeks. I had no idea that it meant that much to me. It was just going and continuing and doing all the projects. But there was something inside of me that said, yes, this was a validation of the work, the commitment, the sacrifice that I had made over the last 5 years. A dear Toastmaster friend states that the Distinguished Toastmaster Award is an outward symbol of an inward goal. And I hope that someday you will have a piece of art like that on your wall, if you don't already. The second item I wanted to share with you today, which you may not consider a piece of art, but I do. When I was district governor, which is what we called the district director in 2012, 2013, I had all the past governors sign a baseball, and all the division directors that came in that year, the 10 of them, received the ball with the signatures of the past district governors. And I invited each division director to keep their eye on the ball. And that means watching the numbers always, but watching the people as well. When I became international director, all the district leaders that I went to mid-year training with received a similar baseball signed by the staff at World Headquarters, the region advisors from 1 and 2. And all those district directors will often point out to me the value and the meaning of this baseball and how it sits on their desk to represent what is to come. I also held up this baseball when I ran for second vice president. And I said during my showcase that I promised to keep my eye on the ball, and that each name on this baseball, just like each number on the dashboard, represents a member special to my heart. The third and final piece of art that I wanted to show you was the necklace that I wear around my neck. When I ran for international director, I was told by a Toastmaster who was an image consultant, I needed a statement piece. And so we went to several stores and I saw expensive jewelry that meant nothing to me. But art should mean something to you. And so in the creativity, which an artist can only be, I created this. I found a watch bezel that I could put around our 4 core values coin, and I wear it to this day. And those that have been on my campaign team have also received the necklace of the 4 core values to remind them of what we stand for and who we are. So was Keith Haring right? Should art liberate the soul? Did it provoke the imagination? And I hope it encourages those in the room today to go further on your journey. Back to you, Program Quality Director, my friend Tala.
Thank you so much, DTM Margaret. And as promised, not only did you hear DTM Margaret deliver a project, but even more absurdly, you will hear me evaluate her. So I will deliver what I could write down right now as an instant evaluation. And of course, I'll share the detailed evaluation sheet later with you. So again, starting the clock, and here it goes. So DTM Margaret Page. A few of my favorite things. First of all, I know I failed to reveal this title, but it would have been really evocative and attention-grabbing. A title allows you to start communicating even before you start speaking. And we saw that today. Very appropriate and very fitting to the theme of your uh, project. Let me tell everyone that this project was about creating visual aids. So the emphasis was about the usage and employment of visual aids to fit your narratives. So you started sincere, you projected sincerity, and with a smile, I believe you had us all at hello with your engagement and with your eye contact. And then you started with a very engaging story about your own Toastmasters Club and some very pertinent phrases that really connected. Like, we did not put on airs, an eye on the ball, which you beautifully illustrated because you put the ball before us and we were forced to look at it. And while you looked at us with a unblinking stare, so beautifully illustrated that. Art should mean something, really a statement that resonates everyone. Art should not be there just for art's sake. So you had all the elements of storytelling, the structure, the conflict, the dialogue, and of course, your three souvenirs reminded me of Deathly Hallows from Harry Potter. So I know that's not a very appropriate title because the Deathly Hallows implied death, but ultimately they led to glory, right? So your Hallows, let's call them Hallows, were the plague, the baseball, and the necklace. What an amazing way to connect all these objects. And really today we learned how to narrate a story through objects, because usually we are used to putting up maybe photos or presentations, but this was a whole new kind of visual aid. And let me emphasize to everyone that this kind of visual aid also works best in the online setting, which you utilize to the maximum. A little bit, a few improvement areas, if I dare. First of all, I didn't find anywhere in the rules that the international director can fire a district director, so maybe I'm safe. But anyhow, I'll go ahead with that. First of all, you lacked a little bit of movement during your speech. You were, yeah, and that was because you were sitting down, but perhaps you could have shifted around a little bit. The posture was very rigid. And when you revealed the DTM play, perhaps a little more enthusiasm and drama was called for, a little more than what you projected. And some of your gestures were not visible due to the camera area, camera angle. But first of all, the story very engagingly told and very inspirational, achieved all its purpose. And the visual aids were beautifully used. So objectives of the project met. Just a little more movement and perhaps a little more enthusiasm at places in the speeches could have added a lot more to it. Congratulations, DTM Margaret Page, on completing this project. And thank you so much. So after this, everyone, I will now invite our first contestant. Oh, no, sorry. I'm too much in the contest frame of mind. No, not contestant, our artist. He is Toastmaster Ahmed Suleiman Zahid, and he will be presenting singing to us. He belongs to ICAP Toastmasters Club Faisalabad, and Toastmaster Ahmed Suleiman Zahid. As a sound check, tell us something about yourself in one sentence. You're muted. You're muted.
Sorry. Assalamu alaikum. I am Ahmed Suleiman Zahid, and currently I am serving as President ICAP Toastmaster Club Faisalabad. Can you hear me perfectly?
Yes, of course. Of course, we can hear you. So Toastmaster Ahmed Suleiman Zahid, I am spotlighting you, and your time starts now. Are you ready?
Yes.
You have four minutes.
Thank you, DTM Talha. I would like to share a beautiful song of my favorite singer, Jagjit Singh. Hope you will like it. होठों से छुओ तुम, मेरा गीत अमर कर दो, बन जाओ मीत मेरे, मेरी प्रीत अमर कर दो। होठों से छू लो तुम, मेरा गीत अमर कर दो। ना उम्र की सीमा हो, ना जन्म का हो बंधन, जब प्यार करे कोई तो देखे केवल मन, नई रीत चला कर तुम, ये रीत अमर कर दो, नई रीत चला कर तुम, ये रीत अमर कर दो। ना उम्र की सीमा हो, ना जन्म का हो बंधन, जब प्यार करे कोई तो देखे केवल मन, आकाश का सूनापन मेरे तन्हा मन में, पायल छनकाती तुम, आ जाओ जीवन में, सांसें देकर अपनी, संगीत अमर कर दो। होठों से छू लो तुम, मेरा गीत अमर कर दो। जग ने छीना मुझसे, मुझे जो भी लगा प्यारा, जग ने छीना मुझसे, मुझे जो भी लगा प्यारा, सब जीता किए मुझसे, मैं एकदम ही हारा, तुम हार के दिल अपना, मेरी जीत अमर कर दो। होठों से छू लो तुम, मेरा गीत अमर कर दो। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ahmed Salman Zahid, and you continue in the proud tradition of your previous performances that we have seen as a singer. So congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Our next performer is Toastmaster Abrar Vani, but he's just informed me that he'll be slightly delayed. So next to that, we have Toastmaster Kareem Meghani. Toastmaster Kareem, are you there in the meeting? Okay, we can move forward. Okay. Our next performer will be Toastmaster Mohammed Imran from ICMAP Islamabad. Are you there, Toastmaster Imran? No, we don't. Okay. We have Toastmaster Asma Kampala as our next performer. Toastmaster Asma, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Toastmaster Asma, can you be a little more audible?
Are you able to hear me?
A little on the low side. Can you be a little closer to the microphone?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Exactly.
Is it better?
Yeah,
okay,
much
I'm
better.
Asma Kampala, and I'm representing Storytellers Club I'm the VP Education over there. So this is a song, I will not say that this is my favorite one, but I thought that maybe I can just, it's a more easier one. So please, I'm not an artist. I'm just trying to sing. So bear with me. Okay. तुम्हारा इश्क तुम्हारी वफा ही काफी है तुम्हारा इश्क तुम्हारी वफा ही काफी है तमाम उम्र यही आसरा ही काफी है तुम्हारा इश्क तुम्हारी वफा ही काफी है जहाँ कहीं वो मिला मिलके मुस्कुरा देना जहाँ कहीं भी मिला मिलके मुस्कुरा देना खुशी के वास्ते ये सिलसिला ही काफी है खुशी के वास्ते ये सिलसिला ही काफी है तमाम उम्र यही आसरा ही काफी है तुम्हारा इश्क तुम्हारी वफा ही काफी है ये लोग कौन सी मंजिल की बात करते हैं ये लोग कौन सी मंजिल की बात करते हैं मुसाफिरों के लिए रास्ता ही काफी है तमाम उम्र यही आसरा ही काफी है ला 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 Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Asma. Congratulations. You met the minimum time. So, okay. So our next performer is someone very special. He is our dear friend and a champion for District 122 TC, a thorough gentleman and a great Toastmaster. He comes all the way from Kuwait, District 20. Distinguished Toastmaster Faisal Jamil. DTM Faisal, are you there? Okay. So let me spotlight you, and there you go. So Toastmaster Faisal, tell us something about yourself first, and then about your performance.
Since you got me a chance to speak about myself, so I would like to say a few words, what I would like to introduce as myself as in the poetry, which is Hayat apni aise tamam kar di. Hayat apni aise tamam kar di, har gham se yun azad kar di. Hua jab bayan ke hai ye sawab, har khushi zamane ke naam kar di. That was written by me a few years back. Over to you, Toastmaster Talha.
Wow. Thank you so much. So DTM Faisal Jamil, you have a poem titled Zindagi. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. So you can start now.
All right, just for the benefit of Margaret to involve, that
Yeah.
is a poem written by me a few years back that calls life, how we see the ups and downs in our life, but still the life is beautiful. ऐ जिंदगी मुझे ये बता, क्या मैंने तेरा बुरा किया? ऐ जिंदगी मुझे ये बता, क्या मैंने तेरा बुरा किया? तूने रोज दी ठोकर नई, मैं हर दफा सहता रहा। ऐ जिंदगी मुझे ये बता, क्या मैंने तेरा बुरा किया? तूने रोज दी ठोकर नई, मैं हर दफा सहता रहा। क्या इसीलिए मुझे तू मिली? मैं अपनी महरूमियों का गिला कर ही लेता शायद, मैं अपनी महरूमियों का गिला कर ही लेता शायद, तूने तो मुझे ये भी मौका न दिया। मैं अपनी महरूमियों का गिला कर ही लेता शायद, तूने तो मुझे ये भी मौका न दिया। अभी पहला जख्म न था बरा, तूने एक और नया दिया। मैं हर दफा चुप ही रहा, मैं हर दफा सहता रहा, मैं हर दफा चुप ही रहा, मैं हर दफा सहता रहा। मगर आज मुझको ये बता, तेरा है क्या फैसला? मगर आज मुझको ये बता, तेरा है क्या फैसला? मैं जानता हूं कि नहीं जवाब तेरे पास मेरे सवाल का, मैं जानता हूं कि नहीं जवाब तेरे पास मेरे सवाल का। तू तो खुद अमानत है मौत की, भला तुझसे कैसा मेरा घिला। मगर आज कहनी एक बात है, मगर आज कहनी एक बात है, अगर तू ना मिलती मुझे, कहाँ मुमकिन मेरा वजूद था। मेरे गिले हैं सारे एक तरफ, मगर एक बात का हूं मोतरफ। मेरे गिले हैं सारे एक तरफ, मगर इस बात का हूं मोतरफ। है जिंदगी तू है खूबसूरत, है जिंदगी तू है खूबसूरत, है जिंदगी तेरा शुक्रिया, है जिंदगी तेरा शुक्रिया। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, DTM Faisal Jamil. And again, for DTM Margaret, DTM Faisal just ended that life is beautiful. So thank you so much, DTM Faisal. And it
Thank you
was
so much for
always,
having me.
always
Thank
a pleasure having you. So our next performer today is from Dow's IBHM Toastmasters Club, Toastmasters Samin Mushtaq. Toastmaster Samin, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay,
audible?
just yes, you are audible. So tell us something about yourself first, in one sentence preferably, and then you can.
My name
get
is
on.
Samin Musaddiq. Okay, my name is Samin Musaddiq, and I am the VPPR of Toastmasters Club of IBHM.
Okay, thank you, and most welcome, Toastmaster Samin Musaddiq. What will you be showing us today?
I will be telling you about my journey as an artist.
Okay, fair enough. You can start, please. And you have. You asked for 5 minutes, am I right?
Yes, 5 minutes are fine.
Yeah.
And can you make me the co-host from this ID, Samin?
You want to display something? Okay, sure. Just give me a second. And so there are two IDs. One is
Yes.
Samin and one is Samin. Yeah, this one? Okay.
Samin one.
Yeah, okay. There you are.
Thank you. I will just. Everybody has their own kind of journey, and I got the chance to share my journey with all of you. My name is Toastmaster Samin, and I will tell you about my journey as an artist. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. I started with a piece of paper and a pencil, and I drew whatever my heart desired. I drew on the paper, and then after that on a sketchbook, and especially I drew my favorite characters. After this, it was a time for an upgrade. So I bought the cheapest acrylic paint I could find on the garage and bought a small canvas. And it was the result of it. After this, my journey with the canvas, paints, and brushes started. As creativity can't be used up, the more you use, the more you have. After this, I painted this. It's the painting, it's called Starry Nights. It was made by Van Gogh, and I love this painting, so I replicate it. After this, I painted this. It is the biggest canvas I have ever worked on, and I love the results. After that, the why just stay on canvas. So I thought, why not I should okay. So after that, I also have listened to the statement that everybody loves your art until they have to pay for it. But it all changed as this was my first order which I delivered successfully. After this, why the stay on canvas? So I customized my own phone case and I love the result of it. And after my little sister saw that I painted it really well, then she also gave her phone case to me to customize. And it looks like this from the inside, but it looks like this from the outside. Right? After this, when the skies are the limits, why stay or why only customize a phone case? I customize my shoes as well. After this, I thought that I should try something new other than paint. So I experimented with epoxy resin. It is one of the most enjoyable things and the messiest things on the planet Earth. But a senior bought it from me as well, and it was a very exciting experience for me. After this, I start digital illustration. I just made two as my university started and I didn't get that much time, but I drew this and this. And now I really want to learn digital art and graphic designing so I could explore the world of digital art as the world without art is just art. So thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sameer. And I believe I speak for everyone.
It seems like we have lost DTM
Yeah.
Talha. Yes, he's back.
Thank you, Toastmaster Imran. Yeah, I'm back. Apologies for that glitch. So, Toastmaster Sameer, I am totally floored, and I believe your session was too short. You should have taken longer because we couldn't get our fill of the wonderful art that you were showing, and I can only envy Dow's IBHM Toastmasters Club, whose VPBR you have been elected. So. And speaking of Starry Night, I will just share an observation. Everyone, can you please? Yeah. So I would just like to share one thing, and that is that this painting by Van Gogh, Starry Night, it is strange. I mean, one look at it and it casts a spell on you. And I believe anybody who's even a little bit into art is under the spell of that painting. So I would take the liberty, because that's what being PQD does. Being PQD, you can interrupt programs in the middle and tout your own horn. So that's one more reason to aspire to becoming PQD one day. So I will share this one thing I did, and that is on my kid's wall. It's a sort of a replica of Starry Night, at least on the top part. And the bottom part, I grafted a train onto it. But you know what? I don't know how it appears to all of you, but I couldn't believe my eyes when I finished it, because I felt that it captured quite a bit of the Starry Night thing. And I'm not an artist or a painter. What I did was I got a good color printout of Starry Night and I divided it into squares. And then I painted those squares individually through crayons, through watercolors, whatever came to hand. And trust me, if you ever want to replicate a painting like this, and even if you haven't held a brush in your hand in your whole life, this will enable you to achieve this, what I managed to achieve in my own little way. So yeah, thank you for sharing that, Toastmaster Sameer Mustaq. Our next performer is our 2020 champion of public speaking for our district, Toastmaster Mohammed Farooq, who has just been elected the president of Husn Khitabat Toastmasters Club. And Toastmaster Mohammed Farooq has a story to tell us today, because he's a poet, he's a writer, and he writes stories. And today he will present to us a travelogue. So Toastmaster Mohammed Farooq, I will appreciate if you can introduce yourself and your project in English in the beginning, and then you can continue in Urdu.
Thank you very much, DTM Talha. You did a good introduction for me, so I had nothing left to introduce myself. I am Mohammed Farooq, President-elect of Husn Khitabat Toastmasters Club, which is the first and only Urdu club in District 122. Today I'll be presenting a travelogue, and I won't say which place it is because it's a secret, and you will come to know. I'll request a screen share so people who can read Urdu, they can read and listen both together.
You should be able to share your screen now, Toastmaster Mohammed Farooq. And
it's a 4-part travelogue, but today I will be presenting only the first part. The rest of 4th part you can read on my blog, which I will mention on the chat. The web ID I will share with you in my chat box. So it starts now. Can you share? Can you see the screen?
yes, we can. You can start, Toastmaster Farooq.
एक शहर, 4 नबी, एक वली। सियाह शफ़ाफ हमवार शाहराह पर गाड़ी फराटे बरती हुई गुजर रही थी। एक तरफ अमीक समंदर, दूसरी जानिब फलक बोस पहाड़। मुख्तसर सी आबादी मगर दरख्तों की बहुतात। अगर इस मंजर में किसी चीज़ की कमी थी तो वो ऊदे ऊदे गहरे बादलों ने पूरी कर दी थी। हम अपने शहर से जलती हुई आंखें लाए थे और यहाँ पहुँचते ही हमारी आंखों ने इस मंजर को घूंट घूंट पी लिया था। गाड़ी ने एक मोड़ काटा और एक तंग सड़क पर आ गई जो पहाड़ के गिर्द घूमती हुई ऊपर चलती चली जा रही थी। गाड़ी जैसे जैसे ऊपर जा रही थी मंजर की दिलकशी में इजाफा होता जा रहा था। ये इंतहाई खूबसूरत पहाड़ था और हरियाली ने हमारी तबीयत को तरोताज़ा कर दिया था। हम गहरे गहरे सांस लेकर इस ताजगी को अपने अंदर समो लेना चाहते थे। ऊंचाई से शहर का दिलफरेब मंजर, उसका साहिल और समंदर गोया नज़ारे के लिए दावत शिराज थी। सफ़र रंगीन होने के साथ साथ संगीन भी था क्योंकि सड़क तंग थी और जा बजा उसके पुरपेच मोड़, ढलाने, ऊंचाइयाँ पेट में गुदगुदियाँ पैदा कर रही थी और कई जगह तो रीढ़ की हड्डी में सनसनाहट दौड़ने लगती। इस सड़क का इख्तिताम एक मैदान नुमा अहाते के करीब हुआ। पहाड़ की चोटी के करीब एक मुसत्ता मैदान बजाय खुद एक अजूबा था। इसके एक तरफ तो वही सड़क थी जहाँ से हम आए थे, दूसरी तरफ चोटी को जाने वाला रास्ता, तीसरी जानिब खाई और चौथी जानिब वो अहाता जिसके लिए हम यहाँ आए थे। साफ जाहिर था कि लोगों को इस अहाते तक पहुँचाने के लिए सड़क तामीर की गई है क्योंकि मज़ीद चढ़ाई का रास्ता नाहमवार और कच्चा था। यहाँ एक सरमदी सुकून और खामोशी का बसेरा था। हवा के झोंके भी मौद्दिक होकर बिना सरसराहट के गुजरते महसूस हो रहे थे और परिंदों की चहचहाट भी धीमे सुरों में थी। अहाते पर एक आहनी फाटक नस्ब था। हम करीब गए तो देखा कि फाटक के किवार मुकफ़िल नहीं थे। ज़रा सा धकेलने पर वो एक आहनी खरखराहट के साथ खुल गया। आगे पत्थरों की बनी एक रविश थी। रविश के दोनों जानिब खुदरो झाड़ियाँ थी। रविश अगरचे साफ थी, मगर इर्द गिर्द की झाड़ियाँ और दरख्त देखकर लगता था कि उनकी देखभाल काफ़ी अरसे से नहीं हुई। चंद कदम चलने के बाद रविश बाईजानी मुड़ गई और इसके इख्तिताम एक कमरे के दरवाजे पर हुआ। इस कमरे की छत पर एक सब्ज गुंबद था। हम दरवाजे के सामने खड़े हो गए। हमारा दिल धड़कने लगा था और हाथ लरसने लगे थे। हम हज़रत हूद अलैहिस्सलाम के रोज़े के सामने खड़े थे। जी हाँ, हज़रत हूद अलैहिस्सलाम जो अहद इंसानी के अव्वलीन पैगम्बरों में से एक हैं। उनका रोज़ा ओमान के साहिली शहर सलाला के पहाड़ी सिलसिले पर वाक़ है। हज़रत हूद अलैहिस्सलाम कौम आद की तरफ मबूस किए गए थे, जो मौजूदा ओमान के साहिलों से लेकर बहर अहमर के साहिलों तक के एक वसी इलाके में आबाद थी। ये इंतहाई मजबूत कदो काट के हामिल लोग और बेहतरीन मेमार थे, मगर जब खुदा की हुज्जत पूरी हो गई तो उसने एक तेज़ रफ्तार आंधी के ज़रिए इस पूरी कौम को नेस्तो नाबूद कर दी। ये अजाब या आफत इस कदर बड़ी थी कि ये नोए इंसान के इज्तमाई हाफजे में महफूज रह गई। चुनाचे कई तारीख़ी असातीर और अरब लोक दास्तानों में इस आफत और उसकी तबाहकारियों का जिक्र मिलता है। गालिबन ये इसी वाक़े का असर था कि इस इलाके को हज़र मौत कहा जाने लगा। माज़ी करीब में इस इलाके का यही नाम रहा और सलाला भी हज़र मौत का हिस्सा हुआ करता था, मगर बदलते वक्त के साथ जोग्राफिया बदलते चले गए। चुनाचे आज ये सल्तनत ओमान का एक शहर है और इसको सलाला पुकारा जाता है। हम इन्हीं सोचों में गुम बंद दरवाजे के सामने खड़े थे। हमारे पैरों में सनसनाहट दौड़ रही थी और दिल धड़क रहा था। हमने जूते उतारे और कांपते हाथों से दरवाज़ा धकेला, मगर जैसे हिम्मत ख़त्म हो गई। दरवाज़ा मजबूती से बंद था। हमने गहरा सांस लिया और हिम्मत मुश्तमा करके एक बार फिर दरवाजे को धकेला। थोड़ा जोर दिया तो दरवाज़ा एक धीमी चरचराहट के साथ खुल गया। अंदर से ऊदो लोबान की एक गहरी लपट बाहर निकली। हमने झिझकते अंदर कदम रखा और मज़ार की पायंती की तरफ जाके खड़े हो गए। यह आम कब्र के मुकाबले में एक तवील और बहुत चौड़ी कब्र थी, जो ज़मीन से बहुत ज़्यादा बुलंद नहीं थी। कब्र पर सब्ज़ कपड़े का गिलाफ था, जिस पर कुरानी आयात की नक्काशी और कढ़ाई थी। कब्र के ऐन ऊपर छत पर एक गुंबद था। सिराने की दीवार पर एक फ्रेम में कुरानी आयात का नक्श था। सारे कमरे में ऊद और लुबान की गहरी खुशबू थी। हम कुछ देर सर झुकाए खामोश खड़े रहे। हम कितने बदनसीब थे कि हमें किसी पैगंबर के मज़ार की ज़ियारत के आदाब तक मालूम नहीं थे। आंखों में उमड़ते आंसुओं को रोकते हुए हमने रुंधे हुए लहजे में कहा, अस्सलामु अलैकुम या हूद अलैहिस्सलाम, और फिर दुआ के लिए हाथ उठा दिए। आंसू अब रुक न सके। तारीख़ इंसानी के एक उलुल अज़्म और जलीलुल क़द्र पैगंबर के मज़ार पर आंसुओं से बढ़कर क्या हदिया हो सकता था। दुआ ख़त्म हुई तो हम दबे पाँव आहिस्ता आहिस्ता चलते हुए कमरे से बाहर निकले और दरवाज़ा बंद कर दिया। अहाते में एक पुरसुकून खामोशी छाई हुई थी। हवा गुजरती तो यूं मुअद्दिब होकर के सरसराहट भी ना होती। कमरे के बाहर दरवाजे के साथ संगे मरमर पर अरबी और अंग्रेज़ी ज़बान में हज़रत हूद अलैहिस्सलाम की मुख्तसर सवाने तहरीर थी। अजीब बात यह थी कि हमें अपने अलावा वहाँ कोई और शख्स नज़र नहीं आया। हत्ता कि मज़ार के मुतवल्ली, मुजाविर या खादिम भी नज़र नहीं आए, मगर इसके बावजूद मज़ार साफ़ सुथरा था। अलबत्ता इर्द गिर्द का बाग बेतरतीब था और हालिया बारिश की वजह से खुद रोईदगी की बहतात थी। हम कुछ देर वहाँ रुके रहे और गहरे गहरे सांस लेकर इस मुक़द्दस फ़ज़ा की बरकत को अपने रगों पे में समाने की कोशिश करते रहे कि फेफड़ों में कसाफत बहुत थी और दिल में तीरगी बहुत। बहुत शुक्रिया। I just would like to mention for our guest that it was a travelogue for when first I visited the coastal city of Salalah in Oman, and there I found the shrine of Prophet Iber, Prophet Iber alayhi salam. So this is travelogue about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Muhammad Farooq. And our next performer is Toastmaster Saira Parvez Khan. Toastmaster Saira, are you there?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, yes, you're there. Okay, so I'm spotlighting you, Toastmaster Saira, and as discussed, you have 10 minutes, right?
Sure.
And yeah, and please introduce yourself and your performance for a little.
Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Saira Parvez Khan, and I'm a member of the Rawalpindi Toastmasters Club, also a member of the Witty Storytellers, which is an international Club. I am the VP Education Elect for the year 2021-22 at Rawalpindi Toastmasters Club. It is a great honor for me today to be in the company of such esteemed people, not only from the Toastmasters perspective, but also from your ability to appreciate the art. I really acknowledge that and really appreciate it. Today, I'm going to narrate 2 poems, both in Urdu, and I can see a lot of people interested in the Urdu poetry in this gathering. So I'm sure you're going to have an enjoyable time. So let me begin with my first.
Sarah, sorry,
Yes.
apologies for interruption. Can you please briefly introduce the poems, at least in English, for the benefit of guests who don't know?
So the first poem that I am going to narrate, it is written by one of our famous poets, who is Faiz Ahmed Faiz. Faiz Ahmed Faiz is known for his rebellious poems and social issues that he touches. And the poem is titled Yaad, which means to remember a beloved. This poem was also rendered musically in the form of a song, and that was rendered by Madam Iqbal Bano. She's a classical singer, and this poetry is also categorized as classical Urdu poetry. So let's have a listen. Dashte tanhai mein ए जाने जहां लरज़ा है तेरी आवाज़ के साए तेरे होठों की शराब दश्ते तन्हाई में दूरी के हंसू खाक तले खिल रहे हैं तेरे पहलू के समन और गुलाब दश्ते तन्हाई में उठ रही है कहीं गुर्बत से तेरी सांस की आँच अपनी खुशबू में सुलगते हुए मध्यम मध्यम दूर फ़क़ पार चमकते हुए क़तरा क़तरा गिर रही है तेरी दिलदार नज़र की शबनम दश्ते तन्हाई में इस कदर प्यार से ऐ जाने जहां रखा है दिल के रुखसार बेसवा तेरी याद ने हाथ यूं गुम होता है गरचे है अभी सुबह है फिर तेरी आवाज के साए, तेरे होंठों के शराब। दश्तो बेअबां और खसो खाशा की इतनी सयाही के बाद अब बहार का जिक्र तो बनता है। For the benefit of Miss Margaret, my second narration is going to be out of a poem which is by the poet of the East. He is also one of the legendary poets, Allama Iqbal, and the poem is called Saki Nama, which is a letter to the Saki. And Saki here in spiritual terms is referring to the God, to the creator. So it is a letter to the creator. Let's enjoy a few verses out of this poem. हुआ खैमज़न कारवाने बहार, इरम बन गया दामने कोहसार। गुलो नरगिसो सोसनो नस्तरन, शहीद अजल लाला खूनी कफन। जहां छुप गया पर्दाए रंग में, लहू की है गर्दिश रगे संग में। फिजा नीली नीली हवा में सुरूर, ठहरते नहीं आशियां में तयूर। वो जुए कोहिस्ता उचकती हुई, अटकती लचकती सिरकती हुई, उछलती फिसलती संभलती हुई, बड़े पेच खा के निकलती हुई। रुके जब तो सिल चीर देती है ये, पहाड़ों के दिल चीर देती है ये। रुके जब तो सिल चीर देती है ये, पहाड़ों के दिल चीर देती है ये। जरा देख ऐसा कि ये लाला फाम, सुनाती है ये जिंदगी का पयाम। पिला दे मुझे वो मए पर्दा सोज, कि आती नहीं फसले गुल रोज रोज। वो मैं जिससे रोशन ज़मीरे हयात, वो मैं जिससे है मस्तीए कायनात। वो मैं जिसमें है सोजो साजे अजल, वो मैं जिससे खुलता है राजे अजल। उठा साकिया पर्दा इस राज से, लड़ा दे ममोले को शहबाज से। जमाने के अंदाज बदले गए, नया राग है साज बदले गए। उठा साकिया पर्दा इस राज से, लड़ा दे ममोले को शहबाज से। जमाने के अंदाज बदले गए, नया राग है साज बदले गए। शराबे कुहन फिर पिला साकिया, वही जाम गर्दिश में ला साकिया। मुझे इश्क के पर लगाकर उड़ा, मेरी खाक जुगनू बनाकर उड़ा। खिरत को गुलामी से आजाद कर, जवानों को पीरों का उस्ताद कर। खिरत को गुलामी से आजाद कर, जवानों को पीरों का उस्ताद कर। हरी शाखे मिल्लत तेरे नम से है, नफस इस बदन में तेरे दम से है। तड़पने फड़कने की तौफीक दे, दिले मुर्तजा सोज़े सिद्दीक दे। जिगर से वही तीर फिर पार कर, तमन्ना को सीनों में बेदार कर। तमन्ना को सीनों में बेदार कर, तमन्ना को सीनों में बेदार कर। I thank you all. Over to you, DTM Tahla.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shahista Parvez Khan. Not only the poetry that you presented, but your style of presentation with full justice to the poetry. We're truly grateful to you. And now, for a few minutes, for some strange reason, I have been asked to swear in a club halfway around the world, and it's an all-ladies club. I don't know what they saw in me, but I will be away for a few minutes, and in that duration, I will ask my brother, my best friend, and someone who is the incoming admin manager of District 122 DC, Toastmaster Imran Rana, to take over the proceedings for 10 to 15 minutes, and then I will be back. So over to you, Toastmaster Imran Rana.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Talha bin Hamid. Hello, Toastmasters and guests. As you already know my introduction, myself, Toastmaster Imran Rana, and I'm the incoming VP Education of Karachi Toastmasters Club. Plus, also, I'm the incoming admin manager of District 122 Territorial Council. So without further delay, let's move on to our Toastmasters Exhibit 122, Take 2. So I've just, there is a reshuffling in in the performances. So let me request Toastmaster Abrar Ahmed Wani. Could we have Toastmaster Abrar Ahmed Wani with us?
Yes, I am here.
Okay, Toastmaster Abrar. So I request you to please to check your audibility. We have decided to describe yourself in one sentence, and then after that you can describe your performance, what you are going to deliver today. So the stage is yours.
Thank you very much. Well, guys, this is Abrar Ahmed Wani, Toastmaster Abrar Ahmed Wani, and today I'm going to present an Urdu poetry that is my own work in front of you. Let's see how you will find it. So, am I audible and visible? Okay, thank you. So, since right now it is evening, so I'm telling something in Urdu about this evening. There are only 3 अशार हैं उर्दू में which I'm going to present. पश्चिम की ओट से जब शाम होती है, पश्चिम की ओट से जब शाम होती है, यादों की हर शबनम तेरे नाम होती है, और छोड़ देते हैं उसको छोड़ने से पहले, छोड़ देते हैं उसको छोड़ने से पहले, छूटने की जिल्लत जब लबे बाम होती है, और होके मदहोश हम तुझको याद करते हैं, होके मदहोश हम तुझको याद करते हैं, इश्क की महफिल जब महवे जाम होती है। एक और कथा आपके लिए अर्ज है। रहते हैं बाज़मीर और रहते हैं बाउसूल, रहते हैं बाज़मीर और रहते हैं बाउसूल, फितरत से जो अलग हो वो करते नहीं कबूल। हम तो अना परस्त हैं हमसे न उलझिए, हम तो अना परस्त हैं हमसे न उलझिए, लड़ना तो दरकनार कहना भी है फजूल। एक गजल नुमा नज्म इसलिए कह रहा हूँ क्योंकि इसमें कुछ कंटिन्यूटी है, इसलिए नज्म कह रहा हूँ। अदरवाइज मैंने जब इसे लिखना शुरू किया तो ये गजल की शक्ल में थी। जो खुश रहना है तो फिर प्यार न कर, जो खुश रहना है तो फिर प्यार न कर, नहीं रोना तो फिक्र यार न कर, नहीं रोना तो फिक्र यार न कर, तेरी फितरत अना परस्ती है, तेरी फितरत अना परस्ती है, वबागे दहल यू इकरार न कर, और तेरा ये दिल खुदा की बस्ती है, तेरा ये दिल खुदा की बस्ती है, फिर एक फिक्रे फरदा में यूं बीमार न कर, और नहीं बनना अगर हाँ नहीं बनना अगर मजनू तुझे तो, नहीं बनना अगर मजनू तुझे तो, अपनी लैला का फिर दीदार न कर, नहीं बनना अगर मजनू तुझे तो, अपनी लैला का फिर दीदार न कर, दयार इश्क में लाजिम है पर्दा, दयार इश्क में लाजिम है पर्दा, अपने महबूब का प्रचार न कर, दयार इश्क में लाजिम है पर्दा, अपने महबूब का प्रचार न कर। मेरा सूफीज़म की तरफ काफ़ी ज़्यादा रुझान है, तमाम मेरे दोस्त अब आप जानते हैं, तो इकबालियात से काफ़ी मुतासिर हूँ, कोशिश करता हूँ इकबाल की तरह लिखने की, इकबाल की तरह लिखने की, इकबाल जैसा लिखना मुमकिन नहीं है, तो कोशिश करता हूँ, आप अंदाज़ा कीजिए मेरी कोशिश अगर कामयाब हुई थोड़ी बहुत के नहीं। दिल मेरा वजदान में है इश्क से दो चार है, दिल मेरा वजदान में है इश्क से दो चार है, जिक्र में मशगूल ख्वाब की साहिबे दिलदार है, ये भली दुनिया फकत है मानिंदे पुल सिरात, ये भली दुनिया फकत ठहरी है मानिंद पुल सिरात, मानने तलवार जिसकी चीरती हर धार है, और मैं खुदी में देखता हूँ एक तजल्ली लम यज़िल, मैं खुदी में देखता हूँ एक तजल्ली लम यज़िल, हर तरफ पाते यहाँ तुझको मेरे अफकार हैं। और हो गया काला तजल्ली से तो कोहे तूर भी, हो गया काला तजल्ली से तो कोहे तूर भी, इश्क पे गालिब कहाँ ठहरा तेरा दीदार है। हो गया काला तजल्ली से तो कोहे तूर भी, इश्क पे गालिब कहाँ ठहरा तेरा दीदार है। और अब कोशिश करता हूं जी थोड़ी सी आपके चेहरों पे मुस्कुराहटे बिखेरूं। अभी रास्ते में आते हुए गाड़ी में मैंने ये, मेरी बेगम साथ तशरीफ फरमा थी तो वो लिख रही थी, खुश भी हो रही थी जो लिखा मैंने, तो मैं चाहता हूँ थोड़ी सी मुस्कुराहटें आपके चेहरों पर ही बिखेरूं। उन्वान है नज़म का टोस्ट मास्टर। इल्मो बयां की बात करे टोस्ट मास्टर, इल्मो बयां की बात करे टोस्ट मास्टर, ज़बां को ज़दे आम करे टोस्ट मास्टर। इल्मो बयां की बात करे टोस्ट मास्टर, ज़बां को ज़दे आम करे टोस्ट मास्टर। यूं बीवियों के आगे तो खुलती नहीं ज़बां, यूं बीवियों के आगे तो खुलती नहीं ज़बां, मुकर्रर बने यूं मीटिंगों में टोस्ट मास्टर, मुकर्रर बने यूं मीटिंगों में टोस्ट मास्टर। हारा है हर बहस में वो बीवी के सामने, हारा है हर बहस में वो बीवी के सामने, जीता है मीटिंगों में मगर टोस्ट मास्टर, जीता है मीटिंगों में मगर टोस्ट मास्टर। घर में हो कोई मसला कोई पूछता नहीं, घर में हो कोई मसला कोई पूछता नहीं, पर तज्जिया करे यहाँ ये टोस्ट मास्टर, पर तज्जिया करे यहाँ ये टोस्ट मास्टर। निगरान रहे औकात का जो कारे गुजारा, निगरान रहे औकात का जो कारे गुजारा। ये जो हमारे टाइमर हजरात बैक ऑफ द स्क्रीन बैठ के फेस कर रहे होते हैं, ये उनकी खिदमत में है।
अबरार साहब टाइमर जो है ना इस वक्त फारूक साहब है, तो उन पर नजर जरूर रखिएगा।
जी जरूर, बस खत्म, एक दो अशार रह गए मेरे।
जी जरूर, शुक्रिया।
हाँ, मेरा टाइम भी मेरे ख्याल 12 मिनट था। अच्छा जी। निगरान रहे औकात का जो कारे गुजारा, पाबंद सलासल रहा ये टोस्ट मास्टर। और आखिरी शेर है, मौका मिला यहाँ मुझे अब लब कुशाई का, मौका मिला यहाँ मुझे अब लब कुशाई का, मेरा तो ये ऐवान है जी टोस्ट मास्टर। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया जनाब।
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abrar Wani, for such an amazing and such an hilarious poetry. So moving on to, we have Toastmaster Karim Meghani from all the way from Madagascar. So Karim Meghani, please to check your audio and video. We request you to introduce yourself in one word and also tell us what are you performing today. The stage is yours.
Hello everyone. इतनी अच्छी शायरी के बाद मैं क्या कहूँ? माशाल्लाह, very nice. TM Abrar Wani, you really make us speechless. Nothing to say. I am Karim Meghani, Toastmaster from Karachi Toastmaster Club. I'm one of the speakers, and I can say that what I'm sharing today is a song which I used to sing with it's very close to my heart, because I used to sing when my son, my Kes, was in my arms. When I want to make him sleep, I used to sing this song to him. So this song dedicated to life, happiness, and to my son, and to my family also, my wife. I have to go home also. So this is for them. If you allow me, now I'll start my song. It's okay, TM Imran Rana? Should I start?
Yes, yes, please. We are waiting. We are all ears waiting for you.
Okay. So, film Bade Dil Wala, singer Kishore Kumar, my favorite musician R.D. Burman, wonderful tunes. I cannot put the tunes with the copyrights, and the lyrics for Majru Sultanpuri. Hope you will enjoy it. जीवन के दिन छोटे सही हम भी बड़े दिल वाले कल की हमें फुर्सत कहाँ सोचे जो हम मत वाले जीवन के दिन छोटे सही हम भी बड़े दिल वाले कल की हमें फुर्सत कहाँ सोचे जो हम मत वाले जीने का रंगीन मौसम ये खूबसूरत जमाना जीने का रंगीन मौसम ये खूबसूरत जमाना अपने यही चार पल हैं आगे है क्या किसने जाना जीना जिसे आता है वो इनमें ही मौज मना ले कल की हमें फुर्सत कहाँ सोचे जो हम मत वाले जीवन के दिन छोटे सही हम भी बड़े दिल वाले कल की हमें फुर्सत कहाँ सोचे जो हम मत वाले ये जिंदगी दर्द भी है ये जिंदगी है दवा भी ये जिंदगी दर्द भी है ये जिंदगी है दवा भी दिल तोड़ना ही न जाने जाने ये दिल जोड़ना भी इस जिंदगी का शुक्रिया सदके में ऊपर वाले कल की हमें फुर्सत कहाँ सोचे जो हम मत वाले जीवन के दिन छोटे सही हम भी बड़े दिल वाले कल की हमें फुर्सत कहाँ सोचे जो हम मत वाले सोचे जो हम मत वाले Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Karim Meghani. You have such a beautiful voice. But let me clear you that I was not crying. My wife sitting beside me, she is just cutting onions. So you know what happens once onions chemicals are put in water. So let's move on to our next Toastmaster artist. He is Toastmaster Muhammad Imran. Toastmaster Muhammad Imran, are you with us? Toastmaster Muhammad Imran, are you with us?
Yes,
Can
sir.
anyone confirm that he is in the meeting? Okay, let's move on to our next artist.
Over there.
Toastmaster Imran, Toastmaster Imran, are you with us?
Yes, I am over there. Ji.
Okay, so let me spotlight your video so that everyone can see you. Yes, now you are with us. So just describe yourself in one sentence and also performing today.
Yeah, thank you so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to share some funny poetry. It is in Urdu. So it's relating to our journey. Once we were going to our office and there was an aeroplane that was moving above us. So that is the situation. So here I go. एक रोज हम should I start?
Are you
Should I start?
driving?
Please start.
Okay. So एक रोज हम दोस्त थे जानबे दफ्तर गामजन. एक रोज हम दोस्त थे जानबे दफ्तर गामजन. था उसी लम्हे एक फजाई तैयारा मसरूफ रफ्तन. था उसी लम्हे एक हवाई जहाज मसरूफ रफ्तन. ते वो रुक सा गया. यकायक उड़ते उड़ते वो रुक सा गया. जहाज ना हुआ गोया मेरा पाक वतन हो गया. यकायक उड़ते उड़ते वो रुक सा गया गोया मेरा पाक वतन हो गया. उसको किसी ठुल्ले ने रोक लिया होगा. बोला वसी उसको किसी ठुल्ले ने रोक लिया होगा. बकौल सरवर खान लाइसेंस जाली पकड़ा गया होगा. बोला वसी उसको किसी ठुल्ले ने रोक लिया होगा. उसका जाली लाइसेंस पकड़ा गया होगा. साईं बोला तनवीर इज अनदर फ्रेंड ऑफ माइन. तनवीर साईं बोला होगा. तनवीर साईं बोला एयर होस्टेस को पायलट उतार रहा होगा. इमरान का है जमाना गोया वजीर बदल रहा होगा. तनवीर साईं बोला एयर होस्टेस को पायलट उतार रहा होगा. इमरान का है जमाना गोया वजीर बदल रहा होगा. या टैंकरों की है हड़ताल शायद जेट फ्यूल खत्म हो गया होगा. या फिर आगे कोई जंप आ गया होगा. ऐसे ही जैसे जहांगीर तरीन का केस डंप हो गया होगा. कुछ भी वजह हो यारो, कुछ भी वजह हो यारो, चाहे बूट का चाहे लूट का सफर हो यारो. कुछ भी वजह हो यारो, चाहे बूट का चाहे लूट का सफर हो यारो. जहाज रुका रहेगा मान लो रुका रहेगा. जहाज रुका रहेगा मान लो रुका रहेगा. जब तक तुम और हम सिर्फ वोटर ही बने रहेंगे. जहाज रुका रहेगा मान लो रुका ही रहेगा. जब तक तुम और हम वोटर ही बने रहेंगे. जहाज रुका रहेगा तब्दीली की हर ख्वाहिश दम तोड़ती रहेगी. जहाज रुका रहेगा तब्दीली की हर ख्वाहिश दम तोड़ती रहेगी. जब तक तुम और हम मामलात अपने हाथ में न लेंगे. जहाज रुका रहेगा. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Imran, for such an amazing poetry. Now we are moving towards the next Toastmaster artist. We have Toastmaster Latisha Ramanaika. Do we have Toastmaster Latisha Ramanaika with us?
Yes, I'm there.
Just a minute, let me spotlight your video. Just a minute. Okay. Just a minute, sorry. Sorry for the delay. There you are. Could you please describe yourself in one word and also what you are performing today?
I'm Latisha Ramanaika and I'm from Sri Lanka. I am a member of 10 US Toastmasters Club, hybrid clubs, and we meet online. And today I'm going to perform a motivational speech on lion's mentality. lion mentality. And let me share a brief video clip with you first of all.
So you need a host, right?
Sorry, I'm going to share. Can you all see it?
Okay. Yes, we can see that.
Okay.
So the stage is yours.
Sorry. Is it okay? Right.
Please go ahead. Go ahead. Toastmaster Ramanayaka, you're mute. Please unmute yourself.
Okay, I hope you all have enjoyed that tiny video clip about a lion's, okay, roar. Yes. Then let me, please have a look at this picture. Beautiful lion you can see. A lion mentality. If the lion is the king of the jungle, how can it be the king of the jungle? It is not the biggest. The elephant is the biggest. Probably one of the biggest. It can't be the fastest because that's the cheetah. It can't be the smartest anyway. Then how did it become the king of the lion, the king of the jungle? His mentality. Let's have lion mentality. Mr. Toastmaster of the day, Madam President, distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and esteemed guests. It's better to be a lion for a day than a sheep all in your life. My dear Toastmasters colleagues, please raise your hands if you have a lion mentality. I like to know. Appreciate your response. Wonderful. Because you of yourself, my dear Toastmasters colleagues, when a lion walks up and sees an elephant, he thinks lunch. An elephant thinks run. And it's all mentality. Because when a male lion walks up, he may be outnumbered by a pack of wolves. But the lion thinks, I am the king of my jungle because of my mentality, and the lion wins. My dear Zoom mates, you do not need a weapon, you are one. It's time to roar. When I talked about lion mentality, one day one of my colleagues said, marriage is a beautiful forest where brave lions are killed by beautiful deer. But I did not want to understand the gravity of it. What happens when you are a deer and you are not being pushed, you are not being prodded, you are not given a reward. Nobody is encouraging you. What happens when you are a deer? And the lion is not chasing you anymore. You stop running. What happens when you are a lion? When it does not make a difference, you realize that if your family is going to eat, that pride of lions is to survive, then you've got to go hunt. So, apart from being a lion, isn't just eating a deer or sheep. A part of being a lion is the hunt. Thus, feed your focus. It's the hunt that they are excited about. They love to say, the deers run, they boom, they take off because real lions like to hunt. They love the process just as much as they love the prize. Some of you may just want to score. You don't like the process. You are not in love with the process. A true hunter's goal is not the prize. A true hunter's goal is to hunt. That is what they live for. They live to hunt. They don't just live to catch it. It's the whole process. My dear fellow Toastmasters, if you are a true hunter, you don't go by time. You go by the deer. You hunt until you get a deer and don't stop until you get one and get another and then get another and then go to get another one. It's about having the courage to stand and fight for your life, having the strength to bravely in your direction, even if others walk away and tired your own path further. You don't be ashamed of your scars. They are just reminders that you are a survivor. You are stronger than whatever tried to hurt you. Remember, the breath of a wounded lion is more terrifying than its roar because of the power. People are always unreasonable, illogical, self centered. Forgive them anyway and be a lion. If you are kind to people, they may accuse you of selfish ulterior motives. Be kind anyway, because patience is power. If you are successful, you will win some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway, unleash the lion within. If you are honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway with Leo mentality. What you spend years building, someone could destroy overnight. Build anyway because you are born to win like a lion. If you find serenity and happiness, they may be jealous. Be happy anyway and stay hungry. Feast on success as a lion. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Take every chance. Drop every fear like a lion. Give the world the best you have, and it may never ever be enough. Give the world the best you have anyway, because a lion never roars after a kill. You see, in the final analysis, it is between you and your God. It was never between you and them anyway. So please have the lion mentality. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Letitia. Very well said. That live like a lion. Lion, sorry. I take my words. Sorry, my bad. Live like a lion. Now, with that, I would like to hand over the charge back to our most favorite host of District 122. Please welcome Toastmaster Talha bin Hamid. The stage is yours, Toastmaster Talha.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Imran, for taking care of the meeting while I was away. So our next performer is Toastmaster Ali Asher Anjum. Toastmaster Ali, would you like to introduce yourself briefly and also your project?
Okay, my name is Ali Asher Anjum and I am an elect registrar of Karachi Toastmaster Club, and today I am going to sing a song which was written by me. So okay. It was back in 2015 when my communication skills teacher gave me an assignment of who am I, and I have to deliver something. So for the whole night, I was just remembering that who am I, and for what I was born for. So that night, the artist in me raised, and I wrote a song about who am I. So it's wiping all your tears, erasing all your fears, make a world better place so you can live here, my dear. I am the rising sun, will help you for miles. I am the rising sun, will help you for miles. Will irrigate the hunger, will irrigate the terror, will irrigate the hunger, will irrigate the terror. Believe me, my friends, no one die younger. I am the rising sun, will help you for miles. I am the rising sun, I need your smile. No one lost his hopes, there but to be no rife. No one lost his hope, there but to be no rife. I will come to you to serve my own life. I am the rising sun, will help you for miles. I am the rising sun, I need your smile. I lend you my hand, I lend you my heart, I lend you my hand, I lend you my heart. I am the rising sun, will help you for miles. I am the rising sun, I need your smiles. Back to the
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aliya Sharanjam. That was beautiful. And I know I've heard this before, but still, it was a joy to hear again. It is not easy to write and compose a song and then perform it. So congratulations. Next, we have our, one or two people have requested me for space. They haven't actually registered themselves before. So I will try to accommodate them after the registered participants are done. So our next performer is Toastmaster Latif. Toastmaster Latif, would you like to explain, introduce yourself and your project?
Good evening, everyone, and distinguished guest all the way from North America. I was very much interested how these artists with the hand puppets perform. So when I heard about the Exhibit 122, I thought this is the platform where I can unleash my passion. Nidimtala, if you can mute that. Thank you. So when I heard about this Exhibit 122, so I decided that this is the platform where I can unleash my passion. Finally, I started writing a script and tried to practice how this ventriloquist works. I ordered my hand puppet, but unfortunately, it did not arrive. It will come by the 3rd of July. So this is my first act, which I'm trying to do, which I have written it for to act it actually, but it's not going to happen the way I all decided to perform. So this is what it is. Junior, how are you? All is well. That's what he says. And now the conversation begins. Look, I have an audience. Would you like to make them hear what I have made you listen or understand the rhymes, the Humpty Dumpty and the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? Oh, sure. Why not? I will. And now the junior starts his nursery rhyme. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. No, Junior, this is not right. It is all about all the king horses and all the king men. Latif, you don't know how the end is. Humpty Dumpty was never made again. Yes, exactly. Then what kind of teacher you are? After the death, we all become stars. So I have combined it. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. I tried a lot to make him understand that Humpty Dumpty is different and Twinkle Twinkle is different. But all of a sudden, he made it once. And now, he always make me listen to this. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Thank you very much, host DTM Talha.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Latif. And that was brilliant. Now we move on to our next performer, Toastmaster Zahra Ibrahim from Dow IBHM. Toastmaster Zahra, are you here? Yes, you are. Toastmaster Zahra, are you here?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. So please introduce your act and yourself a little bit first.
Okay. So I am Zahra Ibrahim, and so I'm really honored to be the part of Dow's IBHM Toastmasters Club. And I welcome you all to this platform, all the guests and all the fellow Toastmasters. So basically about myself, my name is Zahra Ibrahim, as you all know. So I am an extrovert person who tries to narrate her thoughts in a purposeful manner through poetry and prose. So I will be reciting two of my poems, which was written back in 2014, no, 2016. Oh, wait. Yeah, it was 2014, 16 December 2014. That incident took place, as we know, the APS attack. And that terrified incident made me to write a poem about that whole incident.
Toastmaster Zahra,
yeah.
would you like to, would you like to explain a bit what was the APS incident? Because
Sure.
some of our guests
So
will not understand.
After a few days, like of that terrified incident, I ended up writing a poem, which is the APS attack was the Army Public School, which there was something which happened. The children were murdered, and they were just killed. Obviously, they will be called martyrs, but this terrified incident made me to compelled me to write something for them. And the Truth magazine came, and the cover page was, अम्मी आप तो सब कुछ बताती थी, फिर ये क्यों नहीं बताया कि स्कूल के रास्ते में जन्नत आती थी. That line, though I wasn't that pro in writing, that journey of writing started from there. And from there I learned that I have that potential to write. So I will be so this was about my first poem, and the second one would be about Palestine. So I will be, as we all know, so I will not, say much about it, as we all know what's happening there, Israel and Palestine. So I will be starting off with my first poem. So may I begin, sir?
Yes.
All right. एक अनकही, अनसुनी और अनदेखी दास्तां, एक नाकाबिले फरामोश सानेहा जिससे पूरा वजूद लरज उठता है. उन फूलों की बिलकती हुई सदाएं, वो तड़पना और गिड़गिड़ाना, वो फरियाद की गूंजें, बस वो जमीन और फलक उस तड़प से आरास्ता थी. फिर उन दबी हुई सिसकियों के काबू का टूटना, और फिर उस मैदाने दरिंदगी में जकड़ लिया जाना। अपने बिखरे ख्वाबों को पूरा करना चाहा, पर उन दबी सांसों में एक घना साया सजाना। माँ, बस उस घंटी का इंतजार करता रहा जो तेरे आने का सबब थी, पर वो लम्हा वहीं थम गया और तेरी उस कैफियत को दोहराता रहा। माँ, तेरी ठंडी छाँव में खुद को छुपाना चाहा, पर तेरे घने साए को तरसता रहा। बस फिर उन मासूम चेहरों की आखिरी झलक, उस माँ के जी भर के देखने वाली आखिरी आह। बस आज भी उन यादों के सहारे जीना और अपने दिल को तस्कीन पहुंचाना। किसी को याद हो ना हो, पर एक माँ को जरूर याद है। उस बाप को क्यों ना याद हो वो जनाजा जिसमें कांधा देने वाला वो खुद था। बस एक जवाब ना था जो आज भी सवाल किया करते हो तुम। अम्मी, आप तो सब कुछ बताती थी। अम्मी, आप तो सब कुछ बताती थी ना, फिर ये क्यों नहीं बताया? फिर ये क्यों नहीं बताया कि स्कूल के रास्ते में जन्नत आती थी, कि स्कूल के रास्ते में जन्नत आती थी। So this was about my first poem, and now I'll be moving towards the other one, which is about the Palestine. So may I begin, sir? Yes.
Yes.
Am I audible?
As long as you don't call me sir.
Okay. Toastmaster Talha bin Hamid, all right. So, मैदाने हशर का समा, माँ के बेहिसाब आंसू, बच्चे के जहन का अजाब, सिर्फ तबाही, बर्बादी और हलाकत, नफरत, अदावत और फिर बगावत, बाप का जनाजा, भाई का कफन, मकबरे बेनिशां और बेमकां, जिस्म की थकन, जहन की थकन या रूह की थकन, आहों और अश्कों का कर्ज, आशियाना और बसेरा अब कहाँ, आशियाना और बसेरा अब कहाँ, था यहाँ या वहाँ या कहाँ, था यहाँ या वहाँ या कहाँ, सिर्फ सहरा, बंजर ज़मीन, इबरत का निशान, खौफ और सवाल। ए फ़लस्तीन, क़िबला अव्वल है गवाह, जो कुछ हुआ और होता जा रहा है। क्या अब भी जिहाद फ़र्ज़ ऐन नहीं हुआ? क्या अब भी जिहाद फ़र्ज़ ऐन नहीं है? शुक्रिया।
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ibrahim. And
You're welcome.
Again, very inspiring words. I don't know how at your age you managed to write like this. So congratulations. And now we are through with our registered participants, but we received a few requests. So the first request was from Toastmaster Usama Tahir. Toastmaster Usama, are you there? Toastmaster Usama Tahir, are you in the meeting? Okay, we will move on to our next request. Our near and dear, though far away, DTM Faisal Jamil wants to present another piece of art. So DTM Faisal.
Thank you so much, DTM Talha. Thank you so much for accepting my request. Well, I was enjoying the whole show. That's a great to see people at one place. They are so talented. So I could not stop myself to request again. And I really appreciate Margaret. Still, she's with us. All right. I would love to present one of the ghazals I wrote 3 years back. And just for the benefit of Margaret, the ghazal is a short poem consisting of rhyming couplets. Well, the context of this ghazal, which I'm presenting now, is all about two hearts that are parted but still pray for each other. गुजरा जो वक्त साथ याद उसको भी आता होगा, गुजरा जो वक्त साथ याद उसको भी आता होगा, अब कौन मेरे बाद नाज उसके उठाता होगा, गुजरा जो वक्त साथ याद उसको भी आता होगा, अब कौन मेरे बाद नाज उसके उठाता होगा। क्या भी बेसबब हर बात पे मुस्कुराता होगा, क्या भी बेसबब हर बात पे मुस्कुराता होगा। अब कौन मेरे बाद कहानियां उसको सुनाता होगा। क्या भी तेज हवा से दिल उसका घबराता होगा, क्या भी तेज हवा से दिल उसका घबराता होगा। अब कौन मेरे बाद जी बातों से उसका बहलाता होगा। क्या भी अश्कों को सबसे छुपाता होगा, क्या अब भी अश्कों को सबसे छुपाता होगा। अब कौन मेरे बाद तसल्लियां उसको दिलाता होगा। दुख दुनिया के बांट कर मिसाल अपनी बनाता होगा, दुख दुनिया के बांट कर मिसाल अपनी बनाता होगा। अब कौन मेरे बाद दर्द उसके बटाता होगा। खास है बहुत, खास है बहुत, वो तो है फूलों जैसा फैसल। खास है बहुत, वो तो है फूलों जैसा फैसल। खुशबू वो आज भी अपनी हर सू फैलाता होगा। गुजरा जो वक्त साथ याद उसको भी आता होगा। अब कौन मेरे बाद नाज उसके उठाता होगा। बहुत शुक्रिया सुनने के लिए। तलहा भाई।
That was absolutely beautiful, DTM Faisal. And I don't know, I mean, I can see you as a proper poet. You have all the qualities. Congratulations. That was absolutely beautiful. And as you know, we formed a separate group for the participants. So I would love if any of the participants would like to share whatever they performed in text form in that group, so we can disseminate to the entire district. I would love to do that. That will be, in fact, a document of this memorable event. Next, we have Toastmaster Usama Tahir. Toastmaster Usama, look to your friend. So you wanted to perform something. Please introduce
Yes,
yourself
sir.
and your performance.
Okay, sir. So my name is Usama Tahar, and I am from Pakistan. And I joined this meeting as a guest by the reference of Sir Ahmed Suleiman Zahid. So as you know, everybody on this platform are adding some music in their own voice. So why not I am? So let's start the song. I think I should have to open the lyrics first because I didn't learn the song. Yes. साहिल पे खड़े हो तुम्हें क्या गम, चले जाना। साहिल पे खड़े हो तुम्हें क्या गम, चले जाना। मैं डूब रहा हूँ अभी, डूबा तो नहीं हूँ। मैं डूब रहा हूँ अभी, डूबा तो नहीं हूँ। ऐ वादा फरामोश में तुझ सा तो नहीं हूँ। हर जुल्म तेरा याद है, भूला तो नहीं हूँ। हर जुल्म तेरा याद है, भूला तो नहीं हूँ। ऐ वादा फरामोश में तुझ सा तो नहीं हूँ। चुपचाप सही मसलहतन वक्त के हाथों, चुपचाप सही मसलहतन वक्त के हाथों। मजबूर सही वक्त से हारा तो नहीं हूँ। मजबूर सही वक्त से हारा तो नहीं हूँ ऐ वादा फरामोश में तुझ सा तो नहीं हूँ मुस्तर क्यों मुझे देखता रहता है जमाना दीवाना सही उनका तमाशा तो नहीं हूँ दीवाना सही उनका तमाशा तो नहीं हूँ ऐ वादा फरामोश में तुझ सा तो नहीं हूँ थैंक यू सो मच थैंक यू सो मच
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Osama Tahir. Again, we have a budding singer. And now I have an unpleasant surprise for all of you because I have decided to try my hand at something. And it is one of my favorite songs of all time. And I haven't ever done it in my entire life, what I'm about to attempt today. So let's see how it goes. The song is Hotel California by the Eagles. On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Rising up in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy, my sight grew dim. I had to stop the night. There she stood in the doorway. I heard a mission bell. And I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. Then she lit up the candle and showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor, thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely place. There's plenty of room in the Hotel California. Any time of the year, any time of year, you can find it here. Okay, I hope that was enough of butchering this song. Okay, as a parting note, and this is the very last request I've received, for anyone, advance notice, these events will continue to happen in the future, but you have to register yourself, unless, of course, you are the PQD in which you get to bargain like this. So either work yourself up to PQD or register yourself in advance, but I cannot deny my dear friend Toastmaster Saad Shwe. So Toastmaster Saad, the stage is yours.
Well, thank you very much, Toastmaster Talab, and apologies for just barging in like this, but I was actually inspired by everyone. So just a small rap from my side. So everyone, it starts with one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in my mind. My design parts. I forgot the lyrics actually. One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. My design parts. Same to time. All I know. Time is a valuable thing. What's the clock by the pendulum swing? What's the countdown to the end of the day? The clock ticks like the way It's so unreal. Didn't look kind of below. Watch time go right out the window, trying to hold on. You didn't even know we're wasted or not. Just watch you go. I kept everything inside. When no, I tried. It all fell apart. What I meant to leave will eventually be a memory over time. I tried so hard and got so far. But everyone, at the end, it all matters. Over to you, DTM Tala.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sachir. And yes, thank you for reminding us that in the end, it all matters. Because if we continue to say that it doesn't matter, then who knows, we would have ended up killing ourselves like Chester Bennington. So we don't intend to do that. So everyone, okay. So DTM Margaret has left us because she had to go to another meeting. But again, we need to thank her for her presence throughout the meeting. It has been a great honor. Just imagine who just witnessed your art. So congratulations, everyone. And congratulations to the artists. You were absolutely outstanding today. And you exceeded all expectations and you exceeded the quality that was presented in the last exhibit event. I'm especially thankful to our friend, DTM Faisal Jamil, who spared the time. And I thank everyone who spared the time to be in this meeting. A couple of announcements. First, inshallah, these events will continue. And in fact, we aim to take this forward for over the next year. I have been in discussion with the incoming district trio. And in addition to all the other committees, 99% of which will end up doing nothing, there will be one committee that will be formed specially for promotion of arts and literature. And it will be actually interacting with the writers and artists in all the cities. Toastmasters or non-Toastmasters does not matter. The aim will be to combine the Toastmasters cause by providing them, the writers and the poets and the singers, a platform to express themselves. And I believe it will be an absolutely incredible partnership. And perhaps as a result, we will enrich ourselves and we will provide them with a platform, and we will end up enriching the community as a whole. So I would now invite DTM Faisal Jamil, please share some thoughts that you have about the event today.
Thank you so much, DTM Talfa, for inviting me. I'm so glad and excited. You know, everyone has child inside. So I got a chance after almost 15 years. I have been writing since long, and I stopped almost a few years back. I was so busy in my job and family, so I stopped writing. Still, I write sometimes, but I'm not that consistent now. Once I heard there is something going on which is so near to my heart that I can, especially anything going in Pakistan, I would love to participate, and especially any club of Pakistan. I would just register myself, even they will accept or not. And I always feel so good to be in my community since it's long. I'm 14 years away from my home country. I do visit every year, but still it's not the same feeling, you know, and I feel so connected when I be in my people. It's so mesmerizing today. It's so connected. It's so good feeling I have today. And it was a beautiful evening with all of you. I'm so happy. I have no words to explain, by the way, because it cannot be described in a nutshell what I'm feeling right now after listening so many artists and singers and poets, and especially Farooq Bhai, thank you so much, and Abrar and other people. They have done great job. I'm missing few names, but they all have done great job. I'm so happy to be here today. It was a great, beautiful evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, DTM Faisal Jamil. And I can see our PRM, Toastmaster Ahmed Sajjad Zadi. First of all, explain why you did not perform. And secondly, how was the event?
Thank you so much, DTM Talha. Can you repeat the question? Yeah, I didn't get the second part.
Why did you not perform?
Okay.
And secondly, how did you find the event?
Oh, okay. Why didn't I perform? Actually, that's a tough question because I have my hands in so many things, from video editing to photography to digital art, that it's hard for me to decide which part to show. But definitely, I did have a lot of things that I wished I could share, and maybe next time I'll be better prepared for that. But as for the event as a whole, I just absolutely loved it. Although I don't have much interest in poetry, especially Urdu poetry. दूर तक कोई वास्ता नहीं है, लेकिन ये कि I still enjoyed it, and I was there throughout the meeting. It was quite lovely, and I'd love to see more of you. I'd love to see experience more of this in the future, inshallah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ahmed Sajjad, and please develop a little bit of interest in Urdu poetry now, because you can see where things are going. So,
indeed.
So I'm stopping the recording now, and we will move towards the closure of the meeting. But anybody who wants to share their thoughts, they are most welcome to do so.